Now, do I have foundation on or do I not? That is the question. Hey sis, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we did a no foundation makeup look. Now I know it looks like I have foundation on. Trust me, I do not. We use only 2 cream products today to give us this flawless base. Everything else was powder, but I'm going to show you guys step by step how to do a full makeup look like this without using foundation. Not everyone has foundation. Not everyone's comfortable with foundation. So this video is going to show you step by step how to achieve this look without foundation. So if you're interested, just continue to watch. Alright sis, so I've already moisturized my skin off camera, so everything that we use from this point on is all makeup products. So for moisturizer today, I went in with my Elmis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. This is an anti-wrinkle hydrating day cream. So this is just a really good product to just start off the day with some good hydrated skin. I've been using this actually for a while and I really like how it really hydrates my skin. The cold here in Canada is back, so my skin changes with weather. So I've been experiencing very dry skin, so I've been loving this. So we're gonna start off with primer today, and as you guys know, we're doing a no foundation makeup look, so we want to make sure our skin prep is top tier. This is actually a really good tip that you should keep into consideration, is to make sure that your skin prep is done and you're using the right products for your skin type. So we're gonna move on to primer. For primer today, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Grippy Serum. So this is a makeup gripping primer. This has 2% niacinamide, which is really good for pores and textured skin. So this is going to just help smooth the skin while giving that nice grip so that your makeup holds throughout the day. So a really good tip is to wait between products. So I applied my face cream about, I'm gonna say like 3 to 5 minutes now. So now is a good time to go in with my primer. So I'm gonna go in with this serum primer and just massage that into the skin. And I like to focus in my T-zone area. So instantly I feel that stick, and that is what we want for a long lasting, no foundation makeup look. All right, so while this seeps into my skin and really settles in, I'm gonna move on to my brows and just tame them. So today I'm gonna be using my Brow Lamination by L'Oreal. I love this stuff, guys. My brows are locked in with this, like it almost instantly, like locked in, no budging. I can go the opposite way of my brow and the hair is not budging. Love this stuff. L'Oreal, you did something with this one. So if you're someone who has a lot of brow hairs to work with, going in with a really good brow gel is what I'd recommend. Rather than leaving it in its natural state, at least you can brush it with a brow gel and kind of tame it in place. So I just like to brush my brow hairs all up, and this gives me a lifted look to my brow. And once I have all the brow hairs up, I like to just shape my brows in the desired shape that I like. So I like to take the spoolie and literally kind of brush it along the brow to shape it. And just like that, we have a tamed brow. That's my side without this product. You guys can see the difference of what this brow product does. Whatever you have to do for your brows, I'd recommend. Of course, not everybody can use a brow gel. There's people obviously who don't have brow hairs to work with. So do what works for you, of course. This is just what I like to do to tame and put my brows together. And then with the residue, I kind of just take my fingers and wipe the residue around the brow. And then to quickly just fix up the brow, I'm going to go in with my Revlon brow pencil. This is in the shade Soft Black, and I'm going to use this to just fill in any sparse areas. To be honest, my brows have been doing so well. There's not much to do, but I'm just going to fill in the tail end at least of my brow. All right, so just like that, we got the brows together. Let's move on to the complexion, because that's honestly the most important part of today's video. All right, so when it comes to a no foundation makeup look, your goal is to give you a flawless foundation look without using foundation. So what I mean by that is making sure that we have a nice flawless base. So if you're someone who suffers with acne marks, hyperpigmentation, dark spots, redness, anything of that sort, your goal right now is to conceal that. So we're going to be using concealers instead of foundation today. So I'm going to go in with 2 concealers to create my base today. We're going to start off with the darker skin tone flesh tone concealer, and this is just going to give us our even base. So like I said, you want to grab something that is your perfect match. So when it comes to foundation, you want something that's your perfect match. Same with this concealer. So your concealer is going to match you perfectly. And this is what we're going to use for spot correcting. Now, spot correcting is looking at our skin and seeing the areas that need extra coverage or any areas that you want to conceal. So for me, an area that I want to conceal for sure is underneath my eyes and my eyelids. These areas for me tend to be very dark. So using a concealer to even out that area is what I would do. I also want to focus it around my mouth because I do have some darkness going on around my mouth. So evening that out with the concealer is what I do as well. So today I'm going to go in with my Black Radiance True Complexion concealer. This is in the shade, I believe, medium deep. Don't quote me, I'll leave it in my description box below, but this is considered my perfect match. So I'm just going to take this concealer and, like I said, focus it in all the areas that I need it the most. You don't want to use too much product either, so just really take your time with how much product you're using. A little does go a long way. So I'm just going to apply this underneath my eyes and around my mouth. I'm going to start off with these areas first, and then I'm going to take my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush and blend this out. I love this brush because, one, it's super affordable, super beginner friendly, and it gets the job done. I love the size as well. It's not too small, but it's not too big. So I'm just going to take that brush and just blend this out. And instantly what this is going to do is conceal. Now, if you're someone who has really dark under eyes or dark areas on your face, you can go in with an orange tone or peach tone corrector, depending on your skin tone, of course, and that's going to cancel out that darkness. So if a concealer is not getting the job done in terms of your coverage, go in with a orange tone or peach tone concealer. Now this is called color correcting. I actually need to do a video on color correcting. Remind me to do a video on color correcting because I don't think I have one on my channel, but color correcting is going to help you cancel out any darkness that a concealer won't. I'm also going to apply a bit to my eyelids because my eyelids are dark as well, and blend that out. All right, so just like that, I created a very even base. It looks like I applied foundation, but I didn't. All we did was focus on the areas that need the coverage. Focus on the areas that have darkness, that have redness, that has acne scars, that has hyperpigmentation. Focus on those areas and you're gonna see that it evens out your complexion. All right, so we can move on to next step, which is highlighting. So when we put on foundation or when we give our skin a completely even canvas, we tend to lose the areas on our face that have that undertone, that light naturally hits. So these areas are considered areas we're going to highlight. So when we talk about highlighting, we're talking about highlighting the center of our face. So our T-zone, forehead, nose, cupid's bow, chin, underneath the eyes. These are the areas that you want to highlight. Now, when it comes to your highlight concealer, you want to grab a concealer that is 2 to 3 shades lighter than your complexion concealer. So I do have another concealer. This is the one I used for my perfect match, and this is the one I'm going to use for my highlighting concealer. Now, this was actually 1 shade lighter in the store. So it was this one and then this one, and there was another one that was a bit darker that I didn't need. So this is considered 1 shade lighter. So we're going to use this as the highlight concealer today. And this one is in the shade medium. All right, so like I said, you want to focus it in all of your T-zone area. Now for me, for beginners, actually, I like to say work in sections. So we're going to work with the under eyes first. So I'm going to start by applying a little bit of this in the inner corner, and then I like to apply it on the sides of my eyes here to give a lifted look. And you can see how little product I'm using. We're not doing the most with product. I'm gonna go back in with my Flawless Concealer brush and blend that out. And I like to start with blending out the edges and then work my way up. So now I'm gonna put it on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, cupid's bow, and chin. And then again, we're gonna blend these out. And when it comes to blending, you just want to make sure that you're blending out that concealer where it needs to be. You don't want to drag it anywhere else. For example, this concealer, I think right here is perfect. Any higher or any wider will just mess up the makeup look. So keep it right above the brow. All right, before I finish with this concealer, I'm gonna take a flat brush. This is what I use for cleaning up my brows. And I'm just gonna take a bit of that on the brush, and we're just going to shape up the brow. And this is just gonna create a really sharp look for your brow. This is honestly an optional step, not needed, especially if you get your brows done and they're freshly done. You don't need to do this step, but if you want just a more sharper brow, this is such an easy step to add into your makeup look. And I also brought it down onto my eyelids as well. So just like that, we cleaned up the brows, we've highlighted the skin. Now, if you want, you can go in with a brighter concealer for a more brighter look to your makeup look. That's if you want more brighter under eye, it's up to you. Totally personal, but I think I'm gonna keep it like this. Now, taking your brush, just go over the edges. Make sure there's nothing on the brush, of course, but you just want everything to, of course, blend together. And we're doing this because we're gonna be going in with powder next. All right, so next is your powder. So we are done with all our cream products. We honestly only use 2 products to create this flawless base. Now we wanna go in with powder to set it and keep it locked in place. We don't wanna walk out the house like this. Definitely not recommended. Maybe if you're dry skin and your skin kind of just sucks up all of this, but if you're someone who's combination and oily, definitely go in with a powder. So today I'm going to be using my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. This is in the shade Blondie. So I went in with a velour puff today. We're going to use this to set. So I took some of the powder on the velour puff. I'm going to take off the excess and then go in. Before going in though, you want to make sure that you are blended out, sis. You don't want to set any creases. So go in, blend out those creases, and then set. So I'm just going to press this underneath the eye until it disappears. And I like this powder because it gives me a nice bright under eye. Love that. Really nice, bright and smooth under eye. So again, blend out, do your eyelids as well, and then set. Go back and forth until it disappears. I also brought it up on the sides of my nose because when we go in with the bronzer, we're going to lightly contour the nose. So bring it up on the sides here, and that's just going to give the illusion of a smaller nose contour. So I'm just going to keep repeating and then set all the other areas as well, down the bridge of my nose, forehead, cupid's bow, and chin. And then again, just keep patting until it dissolves and blends into your skin. All right, so just like that, we've powdered our highlighted areas. So we're gonna go in with another powder now, and this is our bronzer. So this is going to bring back some warmth to the skin in all of our contoured areas. So our contoured areas is our forehead, our cheekbones, our jawline, and then down the bridge or the sides of our nose. This is gonna do our nose contour. So this is just gonna bring back again some shadows. So today I'm gonna be using my Fenty Beauty Instant Warmth Bronzer in the shade Mocha Mami. And then I'm gonna pair that with my BK Beauty 103 bronzer brush. And we're just gonna sweep this along all the areas that we would contour or bronze. So I'm just gonna dip into this powder and I'm just gonna brush it along my cheekbones first, really warm up the skin. And I love that this bronzer is very subtle. You can really build it to your liking. And all you're doing is really just brushing it on. You don't need to be precise with this. All you're doing is warming up the skin. With your forehead, you want to blend it into your hairline, but you want to avoid this little middle section here. This is where you did your highlighting. So you don't want to bring bronzer here. You want to do pretty much all around it, just like that. Jawline. Now taking my angled brush here that I use for my nose contour, I'm gonna go into that powder and we're just going to lightly contour the nose. I like to start right above where my brow is and then bring it down the sides. Again, I love that this bronzer is so not too pigmented, that if you're really wanting to learn how to do your nose contour, start with this bronzer. It's such a really nice subtle bronzer. So just like that, we got our nose contour down. I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. blending brush, dip into that bronzer again, and we're gonna just apply this on the eyes. And I like to just focus this in the crease while using a windshield wiper motion, so back and forth motion. And that's just gonna add a bit of dimension to the eyes. You can see the difference between both eyes. All right, so last powder is your all over powder. This is what's gonna bring everything together. This is what's going to give you a nice soft and finished look. So today I'm gonna be using my Black Radiant Soft Focus Finishing Powder in the shade Milk Chocolate. You guys have seen this countless times. This is literally my go-to finishing powder. So this is what's going to kind of bring everything together. So I'm gonna use this today. And to pair it with that, I'm gonna go in with my BK Beauty 102 powder brush. And I love this brush because it is super big and fluffy, so it's not going to give me that cakey look, and it's just going to really disperse the powder on really fine instead of packed and baked, if that makes any sense. So the larger the brush, the less cakey or the less coverage it's going to give. It's just going to give a nice light coverage. So I'm literally just applying this everywhere. And again, what this does is just gets rid of those harsh lines between your contour, your concealer, everything that you use. It kind of brings everything together. So I did want a bit of color to this look, so I am going to go in with a powder blush today. Today I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Blush. This is in the shade Legendary Berry. And then for my brush, I'm going in with my Nikki LaRose N15 brush. So we're going to dip into that. And we're just gonna apply this to the cheeks. I love this blush because it's a beautiful berry shade. All right, so I'm gonna move on to the eyes. We're gonna put on some lashes. So I'm gonna quickly pop these on, guys. All right, sis, so I just popped on some really natural lashes. I'm gonna finish it up with some mascara. So today I'm using my L'Oreal Paradise Big Deal Mascara. And we're just gonna apply this to the bottom lashes. And this is what's going to finish the eye look. Just love doing my bottom lashes. All right, we are almost done. Let's move on to the lips. I'm gonna take my MAC lip liner in Chestnut and just line my lips. Not go wrong with MAC Chestnut. All right, and then for lips, I'm taking my L'Oreal Paris Infallible lipstick in the shade 105 Breakfast in Bed. This is such a nice nude shade. So I'm just gonna focus this in the center. Now you can wear it matte or you can add a gloss over it. I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Yummy Gloss. I can't go anywhere without this. And we're gonna add a bit of gloss. All right, so last but not least is your setting spray. So you wanna lock in your makeup. So depending on what you're going for, if you're going for a dewy look, go in with a dewy setting spray. If you're trying to control your oils, you wanna go in with something that's mattifying, just whatever works for your specific skin type. So today I'm gonna be using my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm. Love this stuff. This is going to give me a nice blurred and matte finish. All right, so that completes this no foundation makeup look. Now, do I have foundation on or do I not? That is the question. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you haven't checked out my most recent makeup tutorial, I did do a tutorial on a full face soft glam makeup look. So I'll leave it right here on the screen for you to check out. Very detailed, step by step. So if you haven't checked that out, check it out right now. But that is about it. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.